What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with you guys, with the nation, for another video. And today I got us a good one. I'm kind of recapping a little bit off of what was said in today's presser with John Gruden, Divine Deablo, and all that kind of good stuff. A little bit of, not John Gruden, but Gus Bradley. But before I get into today's video, I have to give a big shout out to my boy Icy Nate, yet again coming in clutch with today's thumbnail. So big shout out to my boy Icy Nate. I appreciate you. Please go check his YouTube page out at icy_Nate, Instagram Raiders.rhythm. So please go check him out if you want good Raider content as well. Now, as you can see by today's title and today's thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about three main people in this video. And I'm going to start off. Third round pick, coming back from injury, Divine Deablo. It was said today in his presser by himself. So the word was from him. He said that he will play this week a fair amount against the 49ers. As you know, this Sunday, this weekend, we do play the 49ers in our last preseason game. Now, not like any other preseason years that we've had in the past. There is only 3 preseason games this year, and that's what it seems like it'll be going on forward as long as we have a 17-game season. So we only have 3 preseason games. Divine Deablo will be playing in our final one against the 49ers. What I will say is that just him standing up in that long sleeve t-shirt, man, he looks like he's built to play linebacker, right? I believe that him and Gus Bradley both mentioned that he is weighing in at 225 pounds right now. So that's traditionally not great for a linebacker, but at the point where this league is going at, 224 or 225 is honestly pretty solid for a guy who's going to be playing a kind of a rover role, but not really, because he is going to be playing almost exclusively inside the box at linebacker. But 225 for an outside linebacker, a weak side linebacker that won't be having to do too much of setting the edge and that kind of stuff, I think it's pretty good. He does look very built though. Like, he did obviously put on weight from coming out into college. He did mention that his last season in college, he was talking with his position coach and all that kind of stuff, where he will transition in the NFL, and it looks like his coach was right. He said linebacker, and it is linebacker. Now, Gus Bradley did also say that a guy like Divine Deablo is very natural when it comes to his instincts against the pass. I mean, this is a guy who's made great plays. I mean, just check this one out right here. I'm not lying, man. This guy, Gus Bradley, couldn't have said it more perfect. Natural instincts against the pass right there. I mean, saw the play, diagnosed it, dives for an interception. The man models his game after Cam Chancellor. I'm glad we have him back. Hopefully he can really produce how we want him to / need him to at this point. Because as we all know, we are very thin at the position now. But yes, I'm very excited for the return of Divine Deablo. I cannot wait to see him live in person this weekend on Sunday. So shout out to Divine Deablo. He did mention that he does need to work a little bit more on his instincts against the run. But as you know, this is an NFL that is leading towards passing more. Like, on first and second down, they're not really all rundowns anymore. It's a passing league now. But he does need to work a little bit on his run fits, as he said and as Gus Bradley mentioned. But going on to the next person that I want to talk about today is Amik Robertson, because Amik Robertson, in my opinion, I said this in my previous video, if I'm going to be blunt, I did not like his move to the inside, and not because of the move of him going into the slot, but I didn't like his play on the inside. Amik Robertson didn't play too well on the inside, in my opinion, but now with the newly acquire of Gus Bradley this offseason, he's doing what a defensive coordinator should do, and he's actually putting our players in a position where they can succeed. Now, we heard Gunther ramble on and on about that every single time we lost. He said, we're just going to keep trying to put our guys in situations to succeed. And actually, with Gus Bradley, he's actually doing so. He saw a guy that coming out of Louisiana Tech had some dog in him, had some heart, actually had some good reps against our wide receiver, Bryan Edwards, when Bryan Edwards was at South Carolina, right? They went up in a couple of matchups in a couple of games. Amik Robertson, Brian Edwards, and they had some good reps against each other. Now, Amik Robertson, it looks to be that now he is transitioning back to his natural position, and that is playing the outside corner or the left or right corner, as some may call it. I really like this, man. It seems like he's kind of making a name for himself. He's kind of picking things back up, and I mean, in my opinion, it shows instantly, right? I mean, we're putting the guy back in his position, and he's instantly making plays. Like the Rams, makes a play, gets pretty high up on the receiver, and I will show you guys that clip right now. But look, you guys just saw the clip. I'm not lying, man. I really like Amik on the outside. I would like for him to stay on the outside. But Gus Bradley did say that he likes the fact that he can move inside and out. And he did say that it looks like Amik Robertson is getting more and more comfortable on the inside, and he just looks more natural on the outside. He looks like that's his place to be. And hopefully that's where he stays, because in my opinion, as you just saw from that clip, he does look natural out there, and his instincts, man, he got the bunnies. He has the ups. He can really jump up there to play outside. You know, obviously you wouldn't have him one-on-one against Mike Evans. You wouldn't have him one-on-one against Mike Williams or Cortland Sutton or those guys that are straight-up jump ball guys. But he can most definitely play on the outside against the average, or not the average wide receiver, but the average height wide receiver, you know, not the ones that are 6'4" and straight just jump ball, but he can definitely play some football on the outside. And with him going back to the outside corner position, like Gus Bradley said, and like Amik Robertson, it looks like he's playing with confidence. Like he's playing with some swag. Like he's back where he needs to be, you know. And I really like that. I hope we keep him there. Now, the last person that I want to talk in today's video is former first-round pick, 19th overall pick, cornerback out of Ohio State, Damon Arnette. As you know, this is Damon Arnette's second season in the NFL after having to play last year with one hand and all the way down at 170 pounds, which is not good at all. So we're talking about a guy that played 25 pounds underweight with one hand in a press man system. He's not going to do good. But what I really like about Damon Arnette is that he's transitioning back into a system that he's very familiar with. This is basically a type of system that he ran at Ohio State, a cover 3 press bail defense. Like, this is very similar to what he ran at Ohio State. And obviously, he put the film up there for him to be a first-round pick at Ohio State playing in this style defense. Now, him being in this defense, we've obviously seen Casey Hayward and Trayvon Mullen really take the reins as the number 1 and the number 2. But what I want to mention about Damon Arnette today is that, look, today in practice, it really seemed like Gruden and Gus Bradley spoke to each other either before practice or at practice today, and they really wanted to see what Damon Arnette was all about. And so what they did was today they really decided to test Damon Arnette. Now, they said that Damon Arnette was the main focus in today's practice. They really wanted to pick on him to see how he would react. Now, today, it looked like it was Damon Arnette's day, because they said that he left out practice with an interception, with 2 or 3 pass breakups, and he looked very good. And that's very good news for us, saying that he is a former first-round pick. We don't want him to go to waste. And what I really like is that I like the fact that he's transitioning into a style defense that he's used to, with guys like Casey Hayward that can really mentor him. As you know, we only have Casey Hayward for 1 season, so this could be like a get ready to go season for Damon Arnette. You know, Casey Hayward might be on his way out after this year, so it will be Damon Arnette's time very soon. With that being the case, I'm glad to see that John Gruden and Gus Bradley are doing practice days like this, where they really want to kind of pick on a player and really see how they'll react, especially when you're getting very close to time to get down to the 53-man roster, where you're gonna need some roster changes, right? So I'm very, very happy about Damon Arnette performing well in today's practice. Gus Bradley did seem pretty excited about his performance today, so that's some good news, Raider Nation. And that'll be it for everybody that I'm going to talk about today. We will see guys like Deablo back against the 49ers. Really quick update on Nick Witkowski. It seems to be like he'll be back pretty soon. He should be back without a doubt for the season opener. And as for Denzel Perryman, it looks like he was today just going through the physicals and all that kind of stuff before he gets out on the field. But he was in the facility. He was just doing his physical, making sure that everything's okay and ready for him to go. But yeah, that'll be it for today's video, Raider Nation. I'm so very hyped about this season. We are 2 or 3 weeks out, man. I cannot wait. Like I said, I've mentioned this before, I will be at this Sunday's matchup against the 49ers. I cannot wait. I hope to see some of you guys there, and let's get this dub, Raider Nation. But that'll be it for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. Peace.